for Sustainable Enterprise Planning for St. Petersburg College. Have you ever found heaven on earth? I have, in a quaint mountain town called Cashiers, North Carolina. Today, fellow students of Sustainable Enterprise Planning, I ask you to support my recommendations to this town to improve the triple bottom line performance of Cashiers. Cashiers, North Carolina is nestled in the Appalachian Mountain Range of Jackson County. The highest peak is 5,127 feet, and the town is located at an elevation of 3,487 feet above sea level. The lowest point in town is at 1,020 feet, located on the Horse Pasture River. The official population only rings in at 1,974 people. During the summer months, people flock to Cashiers as a summer retreat. Cashiers has a town square with unique specialty shops, a village green, commons park, library, hospital, recreation center, and a chamber of commerce. It is home to a myriad of waterfalls and nature trails. While I was visiting Cashiers at the beginning of the semester, I performed a community sustainability assessment. I combined 23 topics from the Global Eco-Village Network Community Assessment and the Sustainable Sites Initiative. The assessment reviewed 4 categories of the township: social, cultural, economic, and ecological. Each category had a criteria that was rated on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest. The overall average for Cashiers, North Carolina was only a 3.2. The economic rating was a 3.0 and the ecological rating was 3.1. I focused on the lowest categories, economy and ecology, to provide the township with further recommendations to pave the path towards a sustainable future. The major opportunities for improvement were further broken down. I broke the economic category into local economy and ethical fair trade. The ecology category was broken down to renewable energy, waste management, water quality, and indoor air quality. As we work our way through each slide, I hope you will see how critical it is to maintain the needs of Cashiers and yet preserve the natural beauty for generations to come. The local economy of Cashiers is based off of tourism. During the summer months, it is booming with business from surrounding area golf courses and resorts. Cashiers has a niche market for Appalachian crafts, coffee and tea houses, and items produced by the local Cherokee Indians. Because of the niche market, many of the items for sale are expensive because they are handcrafted with precision. An area for improvement in Cashiers is in the supply chain. Cashiers needs to utilize locally grown food, regionally sourced building materials, and locally grown wood to support both social and cultural activities and pastimes. Cashiers is a very small town with many of its municipal buildings already in place. As growth occurs, the city needs to begin incorporating renewable energy. According to Section 4-5 of the Cashiers Commercial Area Land Development Ordinance, design review is required for those projects that involve a substantial change in the appearance of a building or landscape. Currently, the town is centered on a town square with specialty shops. As a recommendation, I would suggest that during the design review process, LEED certification standards would be necessary. All future building projects would need to reduce water use by 20%, store and collect recyclables, meet the indoor air quality standards, use minimal energy, and sustainable, locally sourced materials for future building. To produce the energy needed to power the township, I would suggest the use of photovoltaic panels and wind turbines. Next, I would like to examine the waste management system plan for Jackson County. The original plan set goals to reduce waste by 40%, but were never met. In fact, the goals were reduced in 2003. Cashiers began to implement a pay-as-you-waste program, yet never followed through. I suggest that the township re-examine the program and implement an updated version. Supporting arguments for the pay-as-you-waste programs for places that have implemented these programs, notice significant increases in recycling and reductions in waste. Less waste and more recycling mean fewer resources need to be extracted, and the greenhouse gas emissions associated with the manufacture, distribution, use, and subsequent disposal of products are reduced. Cashiers, also called the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains, needs to protect and preserve its precious waterfalls and rivers by implementing a high-performance hydraulic strategy. This strategy needs to include dual wastewater systems, life cycle costing, design landscaping that minimizes water, and green roofs. The strategy would also mandate low-flow fixtures on all toilets, urinals, showers, drinking fountains, and faucets. Rainwater harvesting systems that utilize rainwater and snowmelt, graywater systems with a closed-loop system, and reclaimed water should also become mandated in the town. The indoor air quality of Cashiers, North Carolina, is another area that I was interested in trying to improve upon because the higher the air quality, the more healthy and productive people are. Winters can be cruel and harsh in Cashiers. Residents often stay indoors and minimize commuting during snowy days. A strategy to improve the conditions would include building and office materials with low emissions, no toxins, and an HVAC system designed to both thermal comfort and contaminant generation and circulation in mind. In conclusion, I believe that if the recommendations provided are implemented, the community sustainability assessment would improve, which in turn would have a large impact of the triple bottom line performance. The impact would raise the bar of social, cultural, economic, and ecological standards. Please support the decision to move forward and present these findings to the Township of Cashiers. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you do decide to support my recommendations.